Hello and welcome to the latest instalment of the Golfer's Ramblings. How are you all doing? Hope you're good. Midweek, nearly the weekend. Come on. So I threw it out yesterday, day before, whenever it was, on Instagram and Twitter to do a little Q&A. And I've had some responses. So let's crack on and get those questions answered. So first question is from Paul Farnsworth, and his question is: now that I've seen golf nuts hitting balls, have we got any plans in the flight line to start vlogging again together? I spoke to Lee, obviously I've spoke to Lee, as we still speak regularly, and yeah, we're going to play golf, of course we are. No doubt the cameras will be involved at some point. They may not be straight away, but yeah, we'll do some vlogs again together, no doubt about it. And second part of Paul's question is: would I consider hosting a charity golf day? Nope. No, I wouldn't. Couple of reasons really. I don't have the time to organise it because the organisation behind a charity day is massive. Obviously with work commitments, family commitments, I just don't have the time. I physically wouldn't have the time to plan one. Also with the size of my following, I just don't think financially I'd give a good enough return to the charity that I was doing it for. So yeah, no, for that reason, mate, I wouldn't run one at the minute. Like, don't get me wrong, if I blow up and I get big and people want to play in one with me, yeah, of course, but as it stands right now, no, definitely not. It's just, I don't think it's worth it for the charity, if that makes sense. Plus I don't really have the time. So I hope that answers your question. I'm trying to find the next question. So next question comes from Instagram, and it's from Links Golfer Tom, and he is asking me, what's your favourite course that you've played and the course you really want to play and my best ever score? 3 questions in one. Tell he's Scottish, can't you, getting his money's worth? So Tom, best course I have ever played. It's a tough one. Hollingwell is fantastic, in Oxford, in Nottingham, sorry, absolutely amazing course. However, I would arguably say the best course I've played, well, it could be Silliff, that's a great crack as well. No, I'll stick with it. The best course I've played is, it used to be called Swindon Pines, then Swindon Ridge, and I think it's now called the Staffordshire. I think, it's been a while. I'll put what it's actually called up now. I'll stick the logo up somewhere. But yeah, absolutely amazing course, very much like Woburn. Big pine trees, very tight, beautiful looking course, fantastic conditions, some of the best greens that I've played on at that point, and 35 quid a round. You know, they could easily charge £100 a round. It's that good. It genuinely is that good. So yeah, that's the best course I've played. Course that I really want to play, I want to play St Andrews, Tom, and hopefully I'm going to manage to get up to you at some point this year so we can get that boxed off and ticked off. But a course that I really want to play is Wentworth. Now I know obviously the bar stewards are at Wentworth this year, but unfortunately I missed the boat. I didn't get my name down quick enough, and I think the date potentially coincides with work commitments, can't remember. But yeah, I didn't get my name down quick enough. I think I'm on the waiting list for it now. So hopefully someone drops out and I can play, because I'm sure I can work out. That almost doesn't make any sense at all. My lowest score ever is 69, which works out at 3 under on the course that it was at. So yeah, that's my lowest score, gross obviously, only fishermen use nets. So I hope that answers your question. Next question is from the Bogey Barber off Twitter, Sean Hargreaves, good friend of the channel, good friend of mine, and he's asking, what are my goals for this season, or my golf goals for this season, comp wise, handicap wise, and do I intend on changing anything in my bag. So comp wise, mate, what I want to do is I want to play in as many monthly medals, board comps as possible, and I want to finish in the top 10 in at least 5. So for example, if I play 10, I want to play 5, I want to finish top 10 in 5. If I play 5, I want to finish top 10 in 5. So yeah, whatever I play in, I want to finish, you know, ideally top 10 in at least 5 of them, unless I play less, which I can't see that happening. Handicap wise, as I said in the first vlog, mate, the first vlog back, I want to stay at single figures. Realistically, I can't see this season me getting any lower. I think I'm going to go backwards, but I want to stay at single figures. I think I'm good enough to stay at single figures, having not played for a while, albeit I know I'm going to go backwards, if that makes sense. So yeah, staying at sort of 9.4 or below would be perfect. Changes to the bag. Now, I say this frequently, there will be changes to the bag. When they will be, I don't know, mate, is the honest answer. I need to change my 3-wood and I need to change my wedges. It's not a want, that's a need. The face is ready to fall out on the 3-wood and the grooves have pretty much collapsed on the wedges. I just haven't found anything that I want to change it to. Now, the 3-wood still performs amazingly, and I would put it up against anything that's currently out there. Obviously, I've got the M3 3-wood, and I just don't think there's anything as good as it at the minute. At the range the other night, you will have seen a video on my Instagram, and I think I might have put it on my Twitter, where I'm hitting a Sim 2 driver with a bright yellow shaft in. The same PAL has a Callaway Epic Flash 3-wood with hazardous yellow shaft in, and it just isn't as good as my M3. It's just not. Same with the Titleist 3-woods. I mean, I was fitted for the TS3 when that was launched, and it just wasn't as good as my M3. So I just can't see me changing it until it actually breaks. And if the shaft breaks, I'll just put another shaft in it. It won't be until the head fails that I change that. Wedges, I haven't found anything that I want to change to. I'm really struggling. I've tried the milled grind by TaylorMade. I don't really like them. They're a little bit too too firm. So yeah, I'm struggling with those. So then I'd probably change to stay with Mac Daddies or Titleist SMs, but I don't know at the minute, mate, is the honest answer. But that is what needs to change. So I hope that answers your question. Next question is from Instagram, from TCG Ben Tims or Timmins, and he's asking me if I could pick one sponsorship golf deal, one club deal, who would it be? TaylorMade. I know I've just said I don't really like the milled grind wedges, but everything else in the bag I absolutely adore. I love the bags, I love the club. Yeah, I'm a TaylorMade fanboy, so yeah, TaylorMade with no hesitation. The next question is from Paul Loach, you cheeky little sod, and I will see you on Saturday. Paul's asking me, where would you recommend not parking your car? I would recommend you don't park your car adjacent to the 18th green at the Abbey Hotel, and here is why. Yes, that's my BMW with a smashed back window because somebody can't find a fairway, so don't park there. Next question's back to Twitter, and it's from Barry Edwards, Rory's driver. When am I going to play golf with Bazza? Baz, let me know when you're free. I'll let you know when I'm free, and we will meet either at your up your place, down my place, somewhere in the middle or somewhere else. And I'm assuming you're probably going to be at Liam's golf day at the end of May, so we'll tie up then as well. So yeah, just get in touch, mate, and we'll sort something out. Not a problem at all. Next question, still Twitter, from Big Sam Townsend. How you doing, Sam? Fellow Liverpool fan. Oi oi. On my last video, I said that I didn't like range sessions. You're right. I get bored. Have I tried top tracer ranges and so on? Yes, I have, and I do enjoy them. I do quite like them. We've got, by me, I've got a top tracer range and a Trackman range, and I like them both. I do enjoy them, and to be fair, they do engage my attention span a little bit more so the Trackman than the top tracer. My skepticism in me says, how accurate are they? And the reason I say this is because I've used two. One was up north in Barnsley or Doncaster, and they had a lot of TrackMan sensors, not a lot. So I think, okay, there's a lot of sensors, this is going to be accurate ball data, no problem. The one by me has 3, so I'm thinking, how accurate is it? There's only 3 sensors for a whole range. The ranges were about the same size, so about 20 bay ranges. And that's my skepticism over it, is how accurate is the data. But yeah, no, I do like them. Ideal for seeing where you're hitting shots, obviously, and so on. But yeah, no, I do like them, Sam. So I probably should use it a little bit more, I might stay more interested. Nice question, mate. And the next one is from the ever controversial Fergs. I hope you're doing all right in Italy, mate. And let's get on to your question, shall we? Is the Saudi Golf League immoral and about money? So, is the Saudi Golf League immoral and about money? I think it is about... I don't know if it's immoral or not, so I ain't really going to get into that one. I don't know where the money's coming from. I don't know enough about it to comment on that. But I think they are trying to do what... I think they're trying to do what Rolex has tried to do and have the best golfers in one event. Now, obviously with Rolex, they have the Rolex series for the tours, which obviously has the backing of the PGA Tour and the European Tour. But they pay higher prices or higher winnings in the Rolex series because they attract bigger numbers, bigger crowds, bigger players, bigger names. Now, I think what the guys in Saudi are trying to do is they want to create the best and have the best players, and the only way you're going to get those best players is by paying them money, a lot of money. I don't think there's an issue with it personally. If they want to play there and they want to get paid crazy dough, let them. I suppose it then comes down to my lack of knowledge of is it moral or immoral, because obviously I don't know where the money's coming from. But it's no different as well to what the Premier League's doing. I mean, look at Man City, look at Chelsea, look at Liverpool and Man United, and now Newcastle, paying huge amounts of money to buy a club, paying huge amounts of money into that club to get the best players. You, like I am, a Liverpool fan, and you wouldn't complain, not one little bit, if a Saudi oil baron bought the club, pumped £400 billion into it, and started buying Mbappe, Messi, the best players in the world. You wouldn't complain. You wouldn't question where the money's coming from, because at the end of the day, you have got the best team in the Premier League winning all the trophies, like Man City are pretty much at the minute. Why is the golf any different? I don't really think it is. It's just they want the best over there. But again, like I say, it comes down to where the money's coming from, and I don't know enough about where the money's coming from to really comment on the morality of it. Is it good for golf on the whole? It is good for golf if and only if these players don't get banned from events like the majors, like the Masters, like the Open, like the Ryder Cup. Like, if they get banned from that, then no, it's not good for golf at all. I really don't think that. You know, golf, it used to be, back in the day, it was the European Tour and the PGA Tour. Now it's sort of merged, and they all play on both. So I don't see what the issue is with having ultimately a third tour, because that's all it's going to be. It's going to be a third tour, third event organiser, as it were. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I said, back to the morality, I don't know enough about it, so I can't really comment on that. Probably a convoluted answer there, mate. I've probably not really answered your question very well, so I apologise, but I don't really watch a lot of golf. It fucking bores me. I watch the majors mainly. So yeah, I hope I answered your question, mate. No more questions, people. That's all for today. A little bit longer than the last couple of weeks, so I do apologise, but I wanted to get all the questions answered. Guys, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Have a nice week.